We're extremely attached to our comfort zone. We're extremely attached to our identity, to who we are. You think you want to change, bullshit. And I see it weekend in, weekend out on live programs. I see it on Skype coachings. I see it to pretty much everyone I talk to. When I give certain advice, they want some advice, but they want that advice to reinforce their current identity so they can feel better about being who they currently are. And it doesn't matter how much content is out there, they're going to filter what they look at through this in a way to remain in their comfort zone. There's a term in the spiritual world, in the realm of Father Jay and his children, called spiritual bypassing. Have you ever heard of this? No. It's time to move up, my children. It's time to learn about this shit. Spiritual bypassing is basically when you use different, say, spiritual teachings as a way to stay in a state of inauthenticity, as a way to avoid, say, dealing with unpleasant emotions, dealing with some of the shit that you've suppressed and repressed. Okay? So one common one is positive thinking. Everyone wants to feel, be positive. Think positive thoughts. Feel happy all the time. Feel good. However, by doing so, it will block you from, say, diving into some of the shit that's down there. It's like all of us, deep down inside, we're running away from this ball of shit. You all have it. It motivates you to do everything you do. That's why you're here. You're asking, why don't I feel like I'm enough? Because you have this shit inside of you. You're constipated, filled with shit, dude. That's what's up. And instead of turning towards the shit and releasing the shit, shitting out, and it might be another shit seminar with a lot of shit words, what we do is we just try to escape it. We try to ignore it. We do everything to just not face it. And the more we do so, the more dread there is around confronting this shit. And we hear, okay, be positive. The law of attraction. If you focus on positive things, you will attract positive things. And that reinforces, hey, don't bring your awareness into this shit. However, and this is big, whether you consciously focus on positive things or not, if unconsciously, in your subconscious, there's still that stuff going on, if you believe in the law of attraction, you will still manifest more of this. You can kid yourself as much as you want to think you're positive. Deep down inside, you gotta release it. And you'll see it with people who are overly positive. There's something a little off in them. You see it especially in the self-help world. Hey everyone! Hey, motivation 101, everyone, yay! And it's like a little fucking fake. You kind of sense it. There's like some tension deep down inside. Anyone meet people like that? A little too hyper, a little too positive. You're like, that's not really real. Yeah, they might have some positive traits, but it's kind of overblown as a way to compensate for something else. And you might even bring it up like, hey, I sense a little tension inside of you, and immediately there's like massive defensiveness. Like, what the fuck you talking about, Like still trying to be positive, you sense it kind of stings them, okay? That is one example. So yes, if you focus on, say, positive things, you will attract more positive things, but to do so, you must bring your awareness to this shit and release it. And it's not pleasant. Instead of running away from it, you gotta dive into, like instead of, I'm not enough, what do I do? Why am I not enough? Why do I believe I'm not enough? And it's basically facing the shit you've been running away from your entire life. And it's not pleasant. It's like you got a fucking cut on your arm, and you're like, I don't have a cut, everyone, I don't have a cut. And you live in this state of denial. What you're doing here is acknowledge you have a cut. Bring it into your awareness, painful, in order for it to heal so you're no longer run from that.